That is the greatest line from Murder Mystery ever. First things first, there's a murder to investigate. Hello and welcome to the D20 Future Show. I'm as always your host and GM Richard. Previously on the D20 Future Show. It just explodes, spraying bits right across the lab. You all feel it raining against your skin.
That was not my fault.
That was all your fault.
Not my
We
fault.
should destroy all of these.
First things first, there is a murder that we're trying to investigate.
The CCTV footage from the factory floor has been erased.
Should we go with Mike then?
We'll go see Annie. All of us. Let's all go.
The four of you go to see
Four of
Annie.
us go. Yeah.
All right.
No. Well, just two of us.
Yeah, just me and Steve Jabs again.
What do you want? She looks like she's been in bed, but she doesn't actually look ill.
Can I, while they're doing this, destroy those other two drones?
Yeah,
I don't trust you. I don't trust you.
Yeah, okay, so while that's all happening, you start disassembling the drones. We just established really clearly that Henry was on his own.
Henry versus drone.
Robin ducks back out again and he's holding quite a large looking gun and he takes a shot. The drone itself just explodes and then you see another 4 or 5 rounds strike the wall.
Just destroy the drone.
No, it's my only cool thing.
I turned to Steve and said, "This is the factory floor."
They certainly don't take dog food in here, do they? Though. Can tell that much from my 6. Yeah, we have something more interesting.
Yeah, this one.
An ancient cybernetic dog? I doubt it. What have you got?
An ancient cybernetic book.
Well, what is the strange device? Does it get us any closer to solving our murder? Well, let's find out on the next episode of the D20 Future Show. Ooh, I've never seen anything quite like this, but it looks like some kind of transmitter or communication device. I mean, you can see the battery here, you can see processor units here, and you can see like a series of shortwave radios here. So my guess is probably it's short-range communication, network interaction, that kind of thing. And she pops the case back on, and you can see as she does so, it cracks slightly, and she hands it back. That's pretty much all I can see.
She looks sheepish when she hands it back, or is it just complete blatant?
Yeah, just
not recognise that she's cracked.
Blasé. She just hands it over and see the case has been cracked.
Thanks.
By the way, sorry. Just one week. Henry, where's your drone?
My drone's with me.
Oh, your drone's still with you? Alright, okay.
Is it meant to be?
Yeah.
Aren't you meant to be like not hiding here?
How do you know?
Just wanted to clear that up. That's fine.
Yeah. If you want, we've got a whole bunch of those, and if you want to have a look at
No, just quiet down on that front.
You say
I tell the chaps after the problems, I very quickly destroyed the two. Excuse me. Which is not a lie. I'm not bluffing.
So Alison looks and says, "So that one."
This one's fine. This one's good.
Why is it still alive?
Because it's good. Why is Buddy still alive? Why
Because he has done nothing but help us.
So is this. Other than when it tried to kill us before. Since then,
that one little minor point.
I've fixed it.
Do you have any idea what you've done to fix it?
Well, I presume I don't. Henry does.
Henry gives quite a slightly over. In fact, let's have a repair skill check.
What?
A repair skill check.
That's a D20 roll.
It's a D20
I'm
roll.
not full 16.
16 plus. Okay.
Plus
Henry
12.
gives really quite a detailed, slightly over elaborate explanation as to how he'd rewired it and bypassed some of its security
is in
systems.
front of Alison, isn't it?
This is in front of Alison. Alison's eyes light up. The rest of you need to do a will check.
Light up with joy, like he's done.
Sorry,
I like all your rolls. You just
I say
take one
will.
Will.
Oh, I got 16. I'm glazed over immediately.
It's not been a day, has it?
Tim pretty much follows what's going on. Ian loses the thread a little bit, but believes that Henry knows what he's talking about. And Steve just sort of nods and smiles. And everyone assumes that he's following. Alison asks you, so you bypassed its kind of backup systems and tricked its IFF. That's brilliant. Love it.
Thank you.
Whilst we're talking about technical things,
Love it. Segue.
the short-range transmitter.
Yeah.
How short is the range? And
So-
so we're talking It has to be within this base, or are we talking within?
So probably I would say maybe, I don't know, maybe within a half-mile radius of wherever the device is available.
How big's the space?
So the mech that approached the base was within half a mile of the base itself.
Okay, well, in which case we're going to go and see.
Mike or Frank?
Right, isn't it Frank?
Let's get. Mike seems to be a name that's popped up once already, and
Frank was out of his quarters at the time.
true, he was on.
But Mike's name's been elicited. Greg hasn't been mentioned at all yet.
No, yes, Greg was in. Greg was where he was meant to be.
Greg was where he was meant to be. Mike's stack was a little bit full, which means Mike's sample stack was a little bit full, so he might not have done everything that he was meant to in the night.
Been slacking. Well noticed. Make a note.
So we've had Mike elicited as a potential by Ulrich. However, he is the only person that's been elicited. However, Frank wasn't where he was meant to be all night.
Where was Frank meant to be?
On the factory floor, where everyone was supposed to be.
On the factory floor, but he went off to his quarters at one point.
Also, we don't know who placed the.
He was moved
Annie's
box off the shelves.
Yeah.
Who did that? Sorry.
We don't know.
We don't know.
Oh.
So it's worth checking with people who know what's been moved and where.
Okay, let's go see Frank.
Frank?
We have actual visual evidence of him not being where he's meant to be.
All right. So you're going to bring Frank into the interrogation room?
Yeah.
Frank's the only. So apart from Frank and Mike, are the only two who are on the factory floor then.
Frank, Mike, and Greg, wasn't it?
So
Was Greg on the factory floor?
Frank and Mike are on the factory floor. Greg is in the office.
Oh,
So he was the
Greg's
last
in the
person to see Erika alive.
Okay. Okay, so Frank and Mike, we have things on. Greg, we just know was meant to be a bit around.
All right. So who you want to speak to?
I think Frank.
Speak
All
to
right.
Frank, let's not mention the fact that we've seen him on CCTV.
Okay.
Let's see whether he.
So-
Yeah, okay, yeah, I like that.
So Frank's brought in and it sits down and he says, "So, you geniuses are going to solve the case, are you?"
Can I do an immediate sense motive?
Why is Mike like a joke?
Not so great. 11 with the modifier.
Okay. You don't get much of a read except he's obviously annoyed. It must be going really well if you guys want to speak to me about it. My friend Erika is dead and you jokers want to accuse me, I suppose. Well, you can forget it. I spent all night at my bench, okay? Okay, not all night. I went to get an energy drink from my apartment about 12:45. Otherwise, I was there, I was working, I was doing my job. Now let's have a sense motive check from each of you again.
Are we all in there?
Nope, it's just Steve and Ian.
Bit better, 16 with the modifier.
While he's just said that his friend Erika is dead, you begin to suspect he may not really have liked Erika very much.
So how well did you know Erika?
Well, reasonably well. Yeah, I mean, she worked. Our shift rotations were very similar, so I knew her pretty well.
When did you last see her on the night? Because she was working on the same floor as you and in the factory space. When did you?
I mean, she was in the warehouse, so I didn't see her during the working shift much. But we used to see each other. We hung out in the rec hub a bit. She's she's very attractive. I like spending time around her.
When was the last time you did see her alive?
I don't know, about a week ago in O'Leary's.
When was the last time you were in the QC lab?
I guess beginning of my shift, I went in, picked up my sampling tools, went out, went to my bench, started work.
How many samples do you normally process in a night?
Oh, I don't know, 20, 30?
And do you normally get through everything that you...
Depends how it goes and whether the stupid machines work, but yeah, I guess I got through everything last night.
Was Mike with you the entire time that you were on the floor?
My bench isn't really facing his, so I don't really see, but...
was he there when you went in and when you left and when you went to go get your drink?
Yeah, I think so.
Things like that. He seemed to be around most of the time.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't...
in direct view of him.
I wasn't looking, so as far as I'm aware he was, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so let's have a gather information check. Let's see if you can get any more information out of him. Okay, so as you kind of press around the questions and start to ask him about his relationship with Erika, he admits that he had at least once tried to seduce her, and he really hated that she was obsessed with Ulrich. Frankly, he considers himself to be much better looking than Ulrich, and is just quite annoyed that Erika would fixate on Ulrich instead of himself. He also knew that Ulrich used to sneak out for a drink most night shifts, but it didn't really bother him because the machines were still running, the tests were still getting done, no one was getting hurt.
So he knew that the QC lab would be empty.
And he was interested in Erika and annoyed at her.
Has motive.
Not necessarily motive, but potential motive.
Yeah. Although I'm not there, so what does my...
So you didn't really see Mike that?
No, he didn't really have much contact with Mike, which doesn't help us with Mike's front.
How long were you out of the factory floor for?
I don't know, 25 minutes, half an hour, I don't really know. I was just trying to get back to my apartment. I was just shattered. So our shift rotations have been mucked about recently, and I just really, really needed an energy drink.
Okay. Thank you very much for your help. I don't have any further questions. Ian?
Can you think of anyone who might have had anything against her?
No, I mean,
Quick sense.
Ulrich must have been really annoyed that she kept pursuing him, but other than that, can't think of anything.
Can I do a sense motive check?
Yeah. As far as you can tell, he's telling the truth.
Okay. Thank you for your cooperation. Speak to you again.
All right. Can you guys catch the person who killed her, please?
We're trying.
What this?
And he storms out and he looks cross. All right. Who do you want to speak to next?
I think Mike is the next person.
All right. So as you bring Mike in, sitting down, he says, "Well, this is a waste of time, isn't it? I was at my QC post all night. Didn't see anything. Didn't hear anything. Can I go now?"
Okay.
Yeah, sure, fine.
Oh, really? So he so let's have a sense motive check.
Yeah, I was going to say sense motive. Over 20 with modifier.
All right. So he's lying about something.
Okay. Did you see? Were you in there with Frank all night then? On the factory floor?
Yeah, I guess so. He was on the factory floor. He was working. I was working. What?
And he was there the whole night?
Yeah. Yeah, I guess so. I think so. Didn't see him leave.
When was the last time you saw Erika?
I don't know. Guess what? Like a week ago when we were off rotation in O'Leary's, I think.
Can I do another sense motive?
Yeah, absolutely.
14.
Over 20 with modifier.
Okay. Again, he's telling the truth as far as you can tell. That he saw her in O'Leary's that night. He's lying about something, and you're not quite sure what.
Can I don't know, diplomacy or something to try and...
Yeah, you do a gather information check.
Yeah. Oh, gather information.
Gather information.
19 plus 2, 21.
Okay. So as you start to press him about where he was and what was going on that night, he admits, well, okay, I wasn't at my post all night, all right? We all know Ulrich sneaks off. He's not working, he's drinking. Why should I be working?
So where did you sneak off to? Where did you go?
Oh, does it matter?
Yes.
There was a murder on the night that you snuck off away from your post.
Oh,
Yes, it matters. Where you snuck
I just
off
found
to.
a quiet corner to sit. What? What's the problem?
Where was the quiet corner that you found to sit?
Just in the factory.
In the factory, on the factory floor?
Let's have a D20.
With modifier 15.
I thought it was a 1, sorry.
No, it wasn't.
Not worth.
Okay, Steve doesn't really know, but Ian starts to pick up that he's just looking increasingly shifty.
Whereabouts on the factory floor?
I don't know, just a quiet corner. I can sit and relax.
Is the factory known for being a quiet place to go just sit?
There are machines on all night.
Oh, there are quiet corners, all right. Look, sometimes I'm lazy. What's the big problem here?
Did anybody see you go?
Probably. I don't know.
Who?
There were operators floating about. They don't tend to pay much attention to us. They just put samples on our bench, let us get on with it. And I don't get through the samples that much because I'm just not working that hard. What?
Am I allowed to help?
Can you walk in just...
You can walk in, I suppose.
Tim and Henry burst through the door and shout, "Madam!"
You're lying!
He starts to just look suddenly really nervous and sweat starts to bead on his forehead.
Look, Mike, I'm not convinced that you're telling the truth.
Well, I'm not convinced this is any use of my time, but here we are.
What do you mean it's not any use of your
Well-
time? Someone died, you're acting increasingly more shifty, and I'm not convinced that you're telling the truth. You're not being entirely clear about where you were on the night.
Okay, let's have. So you're trying to intimidate him, are you?
Yeah, I think that's.
Feels a bit like you're trying to intimidate him.
Is that an intimidate? I'm just...
Yeah, it feels like you're trying to intimidate.
that's
You're sort of bullying
intimidation.
him. You're asking the same question over and over
I'm
again.
convinced you should have intimidated him about 20
I
minutes
feel
ago.
like I'm one of the police investigators on making a murderer.
Hey, you can come and get me anytime if you wanna get things violent.
Hey,
Plus.
Well, surely, is it?
that's weird.
Oh my lord.
I only have a 2. Like, why can't I have diplomacy with him?
Oh,
Okay,
you got
so-
to intimidate. I should have intimidated him.
Oh my days, why are you got me now?
So he just
I've got 5.
slightly freezes and he doesn't say anything.
Can I butt in with a
Yeah.
come on, this is serious now
Oh, we got
type
good
of thing?
cop, bad cop,
With-
yeah.
Is a 17 plus 5 intimidate.
Bad cop.
Steve seems to be the bad cop. Ian seems to be quite good at it.
Back at my job, cop.
Look, if you've got any proof, accuse me. Doesn't sound like you got a word of proof. He looks as guilty as a puppy standing next to a pile of poo.
I don't even think I need to do a sense motive check, do I? On this.
You're pretty sure that he is guilty.
The police are making a murderer, but...
Oh, I'm not telling you you're definitely right. I'm just saying you're pretty sure that he's very, very guilty looking.
I don't care what the evidence is, you're guilty!
You could tell Robin he did it if you want.
Well, why have got any evidence? I haven't got any proof. There's nothing I can say.
There's still unanswered questions in this whole investigation.
Well, what are the questions? You want to ask him?
He's not giving us answers is the issue. Okay, let's move away from us trying to make accusations.
That would be nice.
Can we at
We
least get
haven't
him fired for being lazy?
all got all the facts together yet. At the moment, you are not cooperating with this, which is in and of itself an offence, which is not going to put you in good light. You're not doing your work properly, which is again not going to put you in good light.
Perverting the course of justice.
However, we still have a job to do, and you're not helping us at the moment.
We're not getting anything. Can we go out into that back room?
Yeah,
and
you guys
confer?
can go out and confer. All right, so I sit here, do I?
Whether you want,
Yes.
whether you
Yes,
want,
you
whether
do.
you want to cooperate
And
with
you're
us,
gonna
or
like
whether you want to not cooperate with
Would
us.
you like a cup of water while I've just sat there?
You haven't got any nice cold space Guinness, do you?
No. Right, we'll be back in 5 minutes.
No. Say 5 minutes and let me stew for a good 2 hours. Just let me stew in that room. So that's a solid tactic. Just let me stew for 2 hours.
So as you
Okay.
step out,
Okay, so we walk into a conversation with you guys.
So we're
Right.
like
yeah.
yep,
one
you're on the other side of
He's there,
the
yeah.
one-way mirror. Yep.
Okay. Right.
And he's clearly not telling the truth about something.
He's clearly lying.
Why weren't you in the room with us?
He's.
I mean, I can go in the room now.
He's obviously not telling the truth, and he's obviously avoiding the fact that he's done something that night that he shouldn't have done.
Well, yeah,
No,
not
that-
do his work and sit in the corner of the factory.
This is the thing. He's clearly admitting to not having done some things, so he's done something bad that night.
I would like to go and find Robin right now and ask if I have permission to search Mike's quarters.
Okay.
Good man.
Cool with that.
Because if I find a Yatnar communication device in there,
Robin hands you the security card,
Fantastic.
so you head over to his
I head over to
quarters.
his-
Do you want to grab me before you do that? 'Cause
I would like to grab someone who is particularly good at noticing things like this.
But you're sensing
Alright.
everything like this, or
Yeah, we'll have no idea what's going on now.
I'm going to be honest. I'm with George on this.
Yeah, so I walk into the room,
beginning to think
grab,
he's a
I grab Ian,
Yeah.
we go to Mike's room.
To Mike's room. Okay.
Okay.
So while Mike is kind of shifty and obviously lying to you, you enter his room, and it
We're just keeping keeping him busy.
It looks
Okay.
like a not particularly well maintained room. It's a bit of a mess. D20s. What do you find?
12.
What skill are we looking for?
We're looking for gather information.
Gather information.
Roll
14.
the dice and just has to take one off it.
Oh
every
wait,
single time.
gather information is charisma.
No.
13.
That's a 13. All right. So
13,
as you
14.
guys are kind of searching through the place, one of you, let's say Tim, finds a small
Pound
small
something.
charging dock that you don't recognise. The fitting doesn't look familiar to you.
I bring out the Yatma device.
I was going to say,
and
I've got the
last
Yatma
year's-
device,
last year's
so
iPod.
can I
you
check?
see it, we try
You
and
see
like...
that the two clearly fit together.
Oh yes.
Nailed it.
Excellent.
So,
Okay.
what do you drink at O'Leary's normally, Mike?
Cutting back to the interrogation room, as he's kind of looking, he looks kind of relieved when you ask him about that, and he says, I guess, Space Guinness is what you drink at O'Leary's, right?
Is that all everybody drinks?
It's, that and
Wow,
vodka, yeah.
This is
Like,
I'm not a fan
Space
of
Guinness with a vodka chaser, that's the way forward, right?
a difficult planet to
Different.
live on.
I like a man with who varies his drinks. Vodka and Guinness.
So, are you guys going to do anything with that information? You're just going to stand there going,
What do we? Well,
I think we've got a fair bit of information now that he's clearly.
are we done with the room though?
We might as well keep investigating, but I think we've got enough now to pull him to Robin.
My best guess is I think we found what erased the footage,
Yeah,
Mm.
that's a good point.
and the only reason that he would want to erase the footage is to cover up what he had done.
do you show it
So-
to Robin or do
so
you slam it down on the desk in front of him?
No, I'm not doing that.
This does add another element to this, though, of what did the Yatna have against Erika, and is that just because she's found something that he's killed her?
Well, we don't need to know that. We just need to know who killed her, and then we can work
For
on that.
now, yeah. Let's go to Robin first. We've got enough information at the moment to bring Mike in.
Okay.
Alright, so you bring in the charger and the
You're
device
cool, Ian.
Yeah.
to Robin.
Right.
What's up, guys?
Right. Mike's up to something. He's definitely up to something.
Okay.
We can clearly tell that from interrogating him. While we've been doing that, we've had a few thoughts about him specifically and gone and looked in his room, as you're
Yeah.
aware.
Yep.
We've found two devices.
Mm-hmm.
We found a Yatna-based device, which we've checked with Alison, seems to be some form of communication device.
Did you actually check it with Alison?
Yeah. She
We
took it
did.
apart.
Oh, sorry, the device, yes.
Yeah.
My apologies. Yep, okay.
Which we found behind the shelves that had clearly been
Behind the
moved,
shelves where?
in the QC.
In the murder scene.
Okay,
the
yeah.
medicine. The shelves had clearly been moved that night to put it there because because Annie's bag had been taken off the shelves that night.
Mm-hmm.
Because all the others go in there, they clearly see it there every day.
Alright.
So the shelves had been moved with that bag. This was found behind the shelves.
Yep.
We found the charger for this in Mike's quarters.
Alright,
this is
so it's
clearly
Mike's
his-
device.
This
Yep.
is clearly his device. This is
So Mike's a
communications
Yatnar
device.
spy. Is that what you're saying?
This is fairly likely from the evidence we've found so far.
He is at least up to something.
He
so
is
we need
clearly
to bring him in.
clearly guilty of something. He's not standing up to the questioning. As
And-
we're-
Alright, you say bring him in. He's in the interrogation room, right?
Well,
Yes.
is there somewhere else we can bring him in?
We've got cells you can stick him in. He sounds pretty guilty to me, guys.
He's
Just
clearly
gotta-
guilty to be there.
Just got to get him to confess, I guess.
But we haven't solved the murder. That's my problem. We found another problem.
This is the issue.
We've not solved the original problem.
He's guilty of something.
But I don't see the motive for the murder now.
Alright, well, why don't you show him the charger and the device? See if it cracks him.
Yeah.
Let's.
Yeah.
I'm okay with that. Me and you.
No. No.
Right, we won't do that.
No. The device, not the charger.
Yes.
And then he'll say, "Do you recognise this? Do you know what this is?" And when he says no, why did we find this in your room then?
All right. Okay, me and you.
Do you think we should bring Robin in for added intimidation value?
Yeah.
Why don't we all go in and just surround him?
Just bring your mech in.
Three maximum. Three maximum. Who are we putting in? I think it should be me because I've got the ridiculous sense motive modifier.
I think it's best for you two definitely to be in there. I'm happy to watch.
Well, you guys bring Robin in then.
I've told you.
Us two and Robin. What do you think, Robin?
I don't see why you need me. You guys get on with it.
Okay.
You've got.
Okay.
If he doesn't crack when you present the device
Well,
and the
I've told you
charger,
plan, so.
then we'll arrest him anyway. I mean.
Yeah. Okay.
So I've told you the plan. I'm watching from t'other room.
Okay. So
In there.
Robin, Tim, and Henry are watching from the other room.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Great.
Go in and
Ask him about the device.
walk in and put the device on the table, not the charger.
Have you seen anything like this before in your life, Mike?
As soon as he sees it, his eyes go wide and he jumps up and lunges for the door. Let's go to initiative.
Don't kill him, he needs to be brought to
4.
justice.
Ian, so he lunges for the door. What do you do?
Isn't it the
What
other
did
way
you
around?
get?
He's got 4 and 17.
Steve,
T'other way around.
he lunges for the door. What do you do?
I try and tackle him.
Okay.
I don't know.
As he lunges for the door, you're going to try and intercept him. So a
Is it
D20.
easier for me to intercept, or is it easier for me to try and
Get
keep the
him.
door closed?
Well, it's probably easier to reach the door because you don't have to tackle him. So it's up to you. You're going to try and stop him getting to the door, or you're going to try and keep the door closed.
I try and keep the door closed.
Okay. Go for it. Let's have a D20 roll.
You accidentally opened the door.
So yeah,
Open the door and go, after you!
as you lunge for the door, your foot just catches on the table and you just fall flat on your face. Mike pulls at the door handle, opens the door, and steps out. Ian.
I am gonna run after him and try and tackle him to the ground.
D20.
No. You know.
You fall over Alex. Okay, so as you two see him leave, I'm assuming you also wish to roll for initiative.
I've got 14. I did it before.
Okay.
I had 11.
Is it Henry or Tim next?
I've
What
got
did you get for 14? 11.
Henry.
I don't shoot him, but I get my gun out and say, I'd recommend you stop.
Okay, let's have a D20 intimidate
I'm
check.
doing something clever for once. And I got a 1.
He turns around for a minute, he looks at you, but he hasn't actually stopped running and he just keeps going. Tim.
That went well.
Do I know where he's running to?
Yeah, so he's just running for the door to the security suite.
I'll follow him.
Is Mike a Yatnar spy? Why did he murder Erika? And perhaps more importantly, can the team stop him? We'll have to wait until the next episode of the D20 Future Show.
The layout is a forest, it just so happened that I drew a forest in that corner.
Yeah, ignore Alex Forrest. That only exists in his mind. As
This whole
opposed to the...
thing only exists in my mind. That's the whole point of this game.
It also exists in Richard's mind, though. He's the DM, so it's his mind. The one that exists in his mind
Yeah.
that matters.
Just in my little world, there's trees everywhere.
On this barren mining rock. Yeah.